what's up you guys? My name is Christina Flair and today we are actually going to be filming my first YouTube video, which I am very excited about. And for my first video I thought, hey, you know what? I've been stuck inside for the past month and a half and I've been spending a lot of time watching YouTube. And one day I was going through my YouTube suggested and I came across a video of famous drag queen TRIXIE doing their makeup with drugstore makeup. So I thought today we would try and recreate that kind of. I have some of what he has, but a lot of what he doesn't. So we're just gonna give it a shot and see how it turns out. So here's an example of what TRIXIE looks like. Isn't she beautiful? And we're gonna try and see if I can recreate that, which I'm super excited for. Also terrified, so we're gonna see how this goes. So the first thing that we are going to start with is we are going to be gluing down my eyebrows. That is the first step that TRIXIE does in her videos. And one of the major things that she talks about is you need to make sure to do it against the grain and kind of in these circular motions and really just pack it on there. Just really saturate the little bad boys. So I've only ever done this once. I did it one time because I needed really pencil thin eyebrows. Me and my ex-boyfriend, we were going to a party at a bar in Spokane called Geeks and Glory, and it was a 90s theme party. And you know, in the 90s, pencil thin eyebrows were a thing, and they were really cool. So when I did it, I put 6 layers of glue on, which is a little too much. And also, I didn't go against the grain like I'm doing right now. I'm kind of just laid it on there, let it dry, and then did 6 more layers. It took me an hour. But I think this time it'll turn out. I'm gonna follow his directions pretty much exactly. So we're gonna glue these down. Do you like my eyebrows? I can't. It's not wanting to go up. Oh, so first layer. Let's try it out a little bit more and see what happens. Okay, so now we are going to apply the second layer of glue. So you need to basically apply 3 layers. And I forgot to mention this before, but when you're applying this first layer, you want to make sure to use a brush like this. Kind of just a regular little spoolie brush, and really brush up the eyebrows like that and really plaster them to your head. They have to be really glued on there. Okay. Okay, and one thing that TRIXIE does in her videos is once she really starts plastering it on here, she's then going to take a makeup wipe and she's going to kind of clear off the excess glue so that way that doesn't show underneath the foundation. Okay, so now that we're done for the most part applying the glue, we're just waiting for the third and last layer to dry. We're actually going to go in and we're going to kind of clean up the edges a little bit. I'm just using a baby wipe. You don't have, you can use a makeup wipe, baby wipe, kind of doesn't matter. Just something that'll clean up the glue, basically, around your eyebrow. Just ignore my sister's dog barking in the background. He's just excited that I'm here. You really gotta dig your finger into this to get the glue off. So the reason why we're removing the excess glue is when you're putting down the foundation and kind of trying to blend everything out, it'll show up kind of cakey around those areas. And the whole purpose of gluing down our eyebrows is to make them disappear off of your face. because we're gonna recreate my entire facial structure to something completely different. So we want to erase as many features as possible before we start getting into the contouring section, which is my favorite part. I'm saying that as if I've actually tried to recreate this makeup look before, and I haven't. But yeah, we're recreating my entire facial structure. Everything's gonna be different. We're turning me into a beautiful Barbie, which I'm so excited for. I want to feel pretty. Okay, I think I've got most of it off now. Doesn't have to be perfect, because the next step that we're gonna do after doing that is we're gonna prime my face. So first I have to grab my primer, which is in here. Just bought this today. This is Maybelline Master Prime by Face Studio. You can see that. Is it focusing? Okay, great. Wait. There we go. That's perfect. Do you see it? Do you see it, guys? Awesome. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to peel off this little seal. Just want to make sure nobody else has touched it before, which could be questionable because I got it at Walmart. But basically, I'm just going to put a little bit on my hand and just mix it together and just kind of lather it on my face like this. So this is supposed to be pore filling primer, so hopefully you're not going to be able to see the craters that are on my face. So my face is feeling smooth, a little tacky, really good for actually putting on the foundation. You want to have a nice tacky base that is also smooth at the same time to make sure the foundation sticks. So I guess I think I should powder my oh shoot, I forgot to take this off too. We're gonna powder my eyebrows. Oh no, that didn't come off properly at all. Sorry, hold please. Okay, perfect. So this is Coty Airspun powder. There's a lot of different beauty gurus and people out there who really enjoy this powder, and I have to say I've been using it for years and it's amazing. And TRIXIE actually uses the same powder in this video, so why not? Why not? So just tap a little bit in here. Really gotta smack it a little till you have about this much in your cap, and then you just also, if you really like the smell of old ladies, just that reminds you of your grandmother when you go over there on the weekend to play, I don't know, Scrabble or something like that. This is what it smells like. It smells like your grandmother's living room. Okay, the noise. Can you say snatched? Because this is snatched. The eyebrows are hecka snatched. There we go. That's safe for YouTube, right? We're gonna say that. This is a Christian channel. So nice and powdered, looking very flat. I've got a little bit of texture. I'm not sure how that's gonna translate, but as Trixie said in her video, we're going to be covering most of it with eyeliner anyway, so I'm not too worried about it. So next, I already put on the primer. Let's get into some foundation, shall we? So in the video, Trixie uses the Maybelline up to 24-hour foundation, I believe is the one that she uses. Looks good, doesn't it? I don't know if this is my shade at all. I again got it at Walmart, and you can't really test it, unfortunately. So we're just gonna cap this back off. Put this down here. Okay, maybe on the floor's fine too. And we're just gonna start just really plastering my face. So this isn't gonna be exactly like Trixie does her makeup, just because I wasn't able to find a lot of the stuff that Trixie uses on her face, because she uses a lot of the like CoverGirl foundation sticks for contouring, so most of this is going to be done with powder. Not sure how it's going to turn out, honestly, but I'm hoping it's going to look good. In fact, I know it's going to look good because I have way too much confidence. Okay, now we're done applying the foundation portion of this video. My eyebrows are not as covered as I want them to be. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm actually going to apply a little bit of a concealer to them. So this is, I didn't buy this today, this is older, but this is the 16 hour camo concealer from e.l.f. Right here. Okay, so I'm going to apply this directly to my eyebrows right now. I'm just going to pat it on here. It's nice and thick. Thick with 2 C's. And we're gonna fully coat the other eyebrow. Might as well get the eyelid while we're at it. I'm just gonna be putting way too much eyeliner on, way too much eyeshadow. But for me, I think it's just perfect amount. I want to look real after this. I want to look plastic. Okay, so now we're just gonna go in and blend it out. It's looking good enough. I think this will do. Now what we're gonna go ahead and do is we are going to take our Morphe powder brush and we are going to use just this is the Fair Ivory pressed powder. They're Fit Me pressed powder. And I'm just gonna, oh, well, that's more than I was anticipating. Oops. We're just gonna put that right over the concealer. I think it looks okay. It's good enough. I mean, it's not the best, but it's okay. We'll work with it. It's fine. Everything's fine. Okay, so what we are going to do next is we're going to move on to the eyeshadow portion, which I'm excited about. I'm going to primarily be using my James Charles Morphe palette, and I also have my, this is my Lorac Pro palette. I'm going to use some of the warmer tones in here to kind of create the iconic Trixie eyeshadow. Okay, so the next step we're going to do is we're going to start getting on with the eyebrows. So this is DK Brown in the Lorac Pro palette. And we're going to just kind of go in and really just start. That doesn't look very good. Apply it in patting motions. Don't rub it on your eyebrows because they don't exist. They're not supposed to exist. And try doing swiping motions. Disrupts the hairs glued down, which isn't. I'm really trying to avoid that. taking off my eyeshadow. Oh god. Oh. That's why you do a better job at cleaning up the excess glue, is because this happens. Exactly this happens. Oh, but would you look at that? We're just gonna hide it. When you're doing drag, more is more. I mean, isn't that just beautifully blended? Doesn't that just look spectacular? I say it's good enough. Okay, so now we're gonna start on TRIXIE's really crazy over the top eyeshadow that just goes all the way up here. Just kind of crazy. Again, some patting motions, buffing it out once you get past that eyebrow line. It's okay if they don't look exactly alike. I'm just doing this for fun. Can't really see it from here, but it's looking a little rough. But that's okay. We're doing our best. Okay, now I'm going to take a blending brush that has a little bit of blue eyeshadow on it. Gonna kind of blend it a little bit. Hopefully it just doesn't look so messy. Okay, it's not exact. I think it's looking too bad so far. I'm gonna bring it down a little bit more here. I think it looks good. Okay. Just gonna work with this. The next step that we are going to be doing is we're gonna be drawing on some eyebrows. So what I'm just going to do is I'm going to take the same color that I used to do my eyes to draw on the brows, which are going to be way up here. So TRIXIE tends to do a pretty harsh arch on her eyebrows. Draws on little hairs. That's the whole point of drag. It's look intense. It looks crazy. Okay. So now we're gonna try and make it look the same. Or similar. Similar enough. Oh god. I'm already sweating. This sucks too because I'm left-handed. I'm trying to, well, I guess I could probably do it this way. the same. It's okay. Everything's fine. So what we're going to do next is we are going to start highlighting the face. It's an important part of Trixie's makeup. So highlight on the face. Little sister just spilled water on the ground. So now I don't get my makeup towel, but hey, that's fine.
I mean, you can have it back. It'll be a little wet.
This isn't exactly like Trixie's makeup tutorial, but hey, we're just gonna roll with it. I just hope this turns out half decent. Okay, and now we're just gonna blend it in. Too crazy, but we're gonna go in the pressed powder again. We're gonna take our smaller, actually, you know what, I'm just gonna use this brush. You know what, this is a good idea. I'm going to, where did that brush go? I'm going to take that blending brush and we're just going to get a little bit of white on it from my James Charles palette. We're just going to use it as a highlight since I really need this to be a lot lighter than what it's currently at right now. Pretty good. Okay. So now that we've done the highlight, we're gonna go in and we are going to start contouring, which I'm very excited for. Actually holding my e.l.f. contour palette. And I am going to go in, now this is probably not the brush to use for it, but I'm going to take this foundation brush and I'm just going to dig between these two colors. And I'm just gonna start from here and just go down. Trixie takes it all the way out to her mouth. And we're just going to apply along the chin as well. So that way it makes my face look more slim. We're just gonna repeat for the other side and just now that we have the contour on, I'm actually going to go in and I'm going to clean it up a little bit with concealer. so the next step that we're going to do is we're going to do Trixie's under eye part, and we're going to make the eyelid. I believe it's the next step that we're going to do. So usually Trixie uses the pot eyeliner from NYX. I'm just using their jumbo eye pencil in white because it's going to be the closest thing I really have. So it's not going to be perfect, but it's okay. It don't have to be perfect. He just kind of does it as like a triangle. Okay, now that I've put this part on, I'm gonna set it with some white eyeshadow from the James Charles palette. And actually, one of the next parts I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna contour my nose. Because normally I don't usually contour my nose, but Trixie Mattel does, so I kind of want to recreate what she's doing. So I'm using the same pencil or the same brush that I used on my eye. And we're just basically going to make my nose look pencil thin. See, that's looking a lot smaller. Pretty intense contour though, I have to say. I'm liking this. I'm liking this. I think this is good. Okay. So now that I've done that, I was gonna do the eyeliner or the eyelid, but I think doing the eyeliner first before I do the eyelid is gonna be the best way to do it. For me, at least. Oh yeah, that's right. I gotta set. Highlight. Also, this is good because I'm sweating a lot. It's hot in here. I think it's looking pretty good so far. I can't complain for never doing this before. I'd say it's pretty okay. 6 out of 10. Okay, so what we're going to be using to do my eyeliner is we are going to be using e.l.f. pot eyeliner. It's their cream eyeliner that they have. We're going to be using that to create Trixie's pretty vivacious eyeliner look. So we're just going to lather my Morphe angle brush. And we're just going to go to town. Basically, Trixie does her eyeliner in a large isosceles triangle. So, and it's important that you don't mess up the eyeliner, but at the same time, you got a little bit of wiggle room because they're so huge. Really just pack it on there. This is not the best eyeliner. It's not very pigmented. Okay, I hate this eyeliner, so we're gonna use a different one. This sucks. We're gonna use my NYX eyeliner that I have because this is going on terribly. It's very crunchy. I don't think eyeliner is supposed to look crunchy. Right here. So this is a felt tip. eyeliner. I usually use this for like my smaller winged eyeliner, but I think this is gonna work pretty well for this look. Just because it gives you a nice line for creating that winged look. Okay, so I had to take a break real quick because the battery in my camera died. So while I was doing that, I just went ahead and highlighted underneath my eyebrows, which I now realized I'm going to have to darken a little bit because I don't have a blonde wig like Trixie does, but I do have a black one that I think will look really nice. So I'm going to darken those up as well. I did the eyelid as well. I did a white base with the same NYX white pencil that we used for the under eye, and I finished up the wings as well. Okay, so I'm going to go in and I'm going to darken the eyebrows. I'm just going to use the black from the James Charles palette to darken it up a little bit. Nothing too crazy. Go ahead and do, now that we've done that, so we're going to go ahead and finish up the eyeliner on the bottom, and then we're going to apply the lashes. So I am going to draw down here a little bit. I'm going to draw a little like this. We're going to go in with powder as well. Some black shadow now. The pink off of my current. Well, enough pink off of my current brush. Put a little bit of black shadow over the eyeliner. I think it's looking cute. Okay, next thing we're going to do is we're going to put on the eyelashes. And I'm going to... Where did they go? Can you cut it? Oh, wait. So we are going to go ahead and glue these bad boys on. I'm going to use the Duo Lash Glue. We're going to lay on a pretty thick layer. Because these are heavy. These are 4 pairs of eyelashes put together. Trixie usually uses between like 8 and 12. But I didn't have enough eyelashes for that. So we're just going to use this one. feels like I have caterpillars on my eyes. Okay. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to add a little bit more eyelash glue on this side because these bad boys are really hard to put on. They're huge. Probably doesn't look very good, but that's okay. Just ignore that. Okay, I think that's good. I got a little bit on my eye, but we can fix that, it's fine. A little bit on my eye, but it's alright. There's a lot of eyelash glue on here. That's okay. We're almost done. Okay. So while we wait for top eyelash glue to dry, we're gonna glue on the bottom lashes. So I just basically cut one of the same lashes in half and just going it to the bottom of my face. Oops. Squirted on me. Oopsies. Okay. Okay, so off camera, I went ahead and put on my outfit, which is very reminiscent of Trixie Mattel. She loves to collect vintage clothing, and I myself really love to collect vintage clothing, so I have this outfit on that is from the 1960s, and it's very reminiscent of Jackie Kennedy. And I put on my wig cap for the wig I'm going to put on. So, what we're going to go ahead and do now, this is really hard to bend in because it's really tight. I gained a few pounds over the past couple of months staying inside and snacking, so it's very difficult to move in this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put on my lip liner. So you're definitely gonna wanna pretty dramatically overline it. And this lip liner, it's Milani Understatement Lip Liner in 200 Sassy Cherry. So basically you're just gonna pretty dramatically overline your lips. Come on, come on. So Trixie naturally has smaller lips than I do. Mine are a little bit fuller, so I'm not overdrawing them too terribly much. Just enough to give it that full Trixie Mattel look. So now that we are done with the liner, we're going to go ahead and put on the lipstick now. So this lipstick I got is very reminiscent of the one that Trixie Mattel wears a lot. This is Revlon Super Luxurious Matte Lipstick in Heartbreaker. It's a very hot pink color, which I'm very excited for. It's kind of a signature of TRIXIE Mattel. I'm feeling that. That totally completes the look. Okay, so I think I might add a slightly lighter shade in the middle. This is NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in Tokyo. So it's a lighter pink. I'm going to do that to highlight. Okay, so off camera I did a little bit of blush. It's Wet n Wild's just regular powder blush. And I also went ahead and put up some highlighter. It's Ofra's Gold Glaze highlighter, which I love. It's freaking amazing. And I think it's looking pretty snatched. So let's go ahead and see the reveal. Alright, here is the final look. Like I said, I didn't have a blonde wig, but I do have this really nice retro black wig that I thought would look really good. So here is the final look. If you liked this video, I would really appreciate it if you would like the video, go ahead and comment, as well as subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And also, if you would like, I'm posting a lot of content about the filming, as well as some of the other looks I like to do on my Instagram, which is Christina Flair Artistry, my Facebook page, which is also Christina Flair Artistry, and my Twitter, which is just Christina_Flair, because Christina Flair Artistry was too long. So, if you could please, follow me on my social media and also give this video a like and subscribe, it would mean the world to me. So, I definitely want to say thank you for joining, and y'all have a wonderful night, okay?